The morning started like any other, soft hums of the pedicure chairs, coffee brewing in the back, and the faint smell of acetone lingering in the air. By 7:02 a.m., Marisol Vega, lead nail tech and salon manager, was already lining up the OPI polishes on the glass shelf, making sure the new fall collection, Spiced Pumpkin Dreams and Crimson Fog, sat front and center. She prided herself on these little details. Her salon was known not just for nails, but for vibes. At 7:15 a.m., her first client, Mrs. Dolores Whitmore, a retired teacher with a love for French tips and neighborhood gossip, walked in right on time. She always brought a thermos of green tea and a newspaper tucked under her arm. "Morning, sweetheart," Dolores said, lowering herself into the chair. "Did you hear about that woman they found by Piedmont Park?" Marisol froze mid-motion, the cotton pad in her hand dripping acetone onto the marble counter. "What woman?" she asked lightly, trying not to let her voice crack. Dolores leaned in, lowering her tone the way people do when they're both afraid and excited. "Another one. That makes 4 this month. They're calling him the Midtown Maniac now." By 10:27 a.m., the salon was alive. The drill buzzed, laughter spilled across the room, and someone's phone played R&B too loud on the drying table. Marisol kept her smile fixed, chatting about Halloween costumes and nail shapes, but her eyes flicked to the front window every time a stranger walked by. Her second client, Lila Tran, a 27-year-old law student, came in with smudged mascara and bitten-down nails. She asked for a dark gel polish. Something almost black, but not quite. While Marisol prepped her cuticles, Layla whispered, "I think he's watching me." Marisol looked up, startled. "Who?" "The killer," Leela murmured, her eyes darting to the street. "I've seen him outside my apartment. I don't care what the police say. I know it's him." 1:42 p.m. The lunch lull hit, and Marisol sat in the back room scrolling through her phone. The news headlines screamed at her. "Fourth victim found in nail salon parking lot. Authorities fear a pattern." Her breath caught. She clicked the article. The victim was a woman in her 30s, last seen leaving a nail salon. Not hers, but one only 2 blocks away. Same neighborhood, same radius, same time frame. A chill swept over her as she remembered something odd. An unfamiliar man had booked a pedicure last week under the name John D. He never showed, but she remembered the detail. The number he left behind wasn't even a real phone number. 5:56 p.m. The salon was nearly closing when the bell above the door jingled. A tall man in a gray hoodie and baseball cap walked in, his head lowered. Marisol instantly clocked the way her stomach nodded. "We're actually closing for the day, sir," she said politely, but the man didn't move. He just stood there, silent, staring at the shelves of nail polish like he was choosing something far more dangerous than a color. Her coworker, Jasmine, whispered from the manicure table, "Marisol, that's him, isn't it?" The room felt too quiet, too sharp. And all at once, the day-in-the-life routine of shaping nails and picking colors slipped into something darker. Because in that moment, Marisol realized this wasn't just a nail salon anymore. It was a hunting ground. Marisol's fingers tightened around the nail file she hadn't put down yet, the jagged edge pressing into her palm. She forced her voice to sound casual, even though her throat was dry. "If you'd like to book an appointment, we can get you in tomorrow morning." The man finally lifted his head, and for the first time, Marisol caught his eyes. Icy, unblinking, and far too calm. He gave a slow smile that didn't reach his eyes, then turned his gaze toward the back wall where the security camera blinked its tiny red light. Jasmine stood now, her stool
The goal is to become your own nail tech, especially in today's world, where everything feels overpriced, yet so accessible. With just a few clicks, you can find everything you need on websites like Amazon, Shein, and so many others. Whether you're into acrylic, dip powder, polygel, or press-ons, the options for creating beautiful nails are endless. I'm here to show you how to do your own nails from start to finish. I simply added up how much I was spending every 2 weeks, watched a few helpful YouTube videos, took advantage of affordable deals, and learned how to do nails right at home. Now I can switch up my style every week if I want to, and you can too. Just a quick disclaimer. I'm not a licensed nail tech, and I didn't go to school for it, but I've learned how to create beautiful nails that I love, and you can too.
Scraping against the floor. The sound broke the tension for just a second, but it was enough. The man shoved his hands into his hoodie pocket, muttered, "I'll be back," and slipped out the door without another word. The bell jingled innocently behind him, but the weight he left in the room lingered like smoke after a fire. Marisol and Jasmine exchanged a look that said everything. They both knew this wasn't a random customer. He wasn't here for nails. That night, long after the salon closed and the lights were off, Marisol lay awake replaying every detail. The way he stared at the camera, the strange fake appointment last week, and the article about the woman found near the other nail salon. She grabbed her notebook from the nightstand and scribbled down a timeline to the channel where mystery meets obsession. I break down chilling cases, shocking twists, and unsolved stories you won't stop thinking about. Disclaimer: the crime stories shared on this channel are fictional and created purely for entertainment purposes. Viewer discretion is advised, as the themes may still include sensitive or suspenseful content. Watch as I bring you thrilling tales well. Thanks for watching. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss an upload.